Hello everyone. In this video, we will look at ScaleSet. So let's start by creating the resource group. So first we will create a resource group. I'm gonna call it resource group East US. Okay, that's done. After resource group, let's create our virtual network. We will go for the default setting. Let me quickly show you. Yep, I'm not gonna make any changes. So let's create this one. Just gonna wait for it to finish. Okay, that's done. Now after this, let's create our network security group. So let's create a network security group East US. Okay, that's done. And let's create inbound rule. Okay, it's in progress. Let's wait for it to finish. Okay, that's all done. Now let's connect this inbound rule with our subnet. Okay, now that's all done. Now let's create our virtual machine in that subnet. We're gonna call it capture VM image, and we're gonna use Ubuntu for that, and we're gonna use username and password. Let's call it desktop, and just pause. Use what's in there in the networking. Yep, make sure that we select the right network group. Yep, default subnet is fine, and let's disable our monitoring, and then let's create. It's just going through the validation bit. So, and here we go. Okay, so our VM has been deployed. So let's try to log into this one. We'll use putty. Okay, so let's put our password. Okay, let's do clear. So now what I will do, let me install Apache server here. I update. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, now let's do app get install Apache 2, yes. Okay, that's done. Now let's see if we can able to reach to this web page. Okay, that's done. Now let's prepare our machine for image. So for image, what we need to do, we just need to run this command agent hyphen the provision plus user, and we're going to say yes. Okay, once it's done, let's capture the image. And let's see, no capture this image. It's in ECUS, that's fine. We're gonna call this image capture image for scale set, and I'm gonna delete that machine because we don't gonna need that. Once it's done, keep it here and let's create and just wait for it to finish now. So let's just turn the fan on. Okay, so we will wait for it to finish. Okay, still in progress, and this is deleted, and yep. So this is all deployed now. Okay, we got our image capture. Let's check image. Yep, image is there. Okay, now let's create our scale set. For that, we need to search for scale set virtual machine. It's there now. Just click on there. And let's create our virtual machine for scale set. Type here. Just want to check. Yep, that's perfect. Yep, now let's create, and I'm gonna call it, let's select the resource ECUS and virtual machine scale set. We're gonna call it the scale set ECUS, and availability zone, you're gonna say no, we will keep the setting as uniform. image will be our Ubuntu, the one which we have created earlier. In here, we go to my image and let's select this image. We're going to use password option. Okay, that's done. And license now we're just gonna say other, and let's do next. Next in here, the important thing is that you can choose a load balancer, but yeah, we will go for load balancer. It will create load balancer for us automatically. Let me select our VNet. It's creating new, instead of new, let's go for this one. Our own created ones. These settings are going to be same. Next. On the, we will leave the setting as it is. No, hold on, no, we need to make changes here. So we need to choose custom. Now this is the minimum number of instance you want to run. We will say 2. Maximum number could go to 10. CPU threshold, if it's 75, then scale out means it's gonna increase. So I will put down 2 machines, 2 instance start creating, and scale in means when it's gonna go less than 25, scale in. So we're gonna say 2 here. And let's keep the settings and scale in policy. When it's scale in, which machine you want to delete. So I'm just gonna keep default. Next, next. I think that's pretty much it. And let's click create. So that should create 2 machines for us. So I will pause it for a minute. Let's see when it's done, and we'll come back. Hello, Guinea. So that's done. Now let's check our instance. We should be able to see 2. Yeah, perfect. These are the 2. And then if I click on scaling, scale policy is there. You can check all the history and rest of the stuff. Okay, the main thing which we need to check is load balancer, through which we will get our IP address. Yep, ScaleSet load balancer. Okay, let's click here. And let's look for our public IP address. So this is the address through which we can able to access our Apache server, which we install. Okay, yeah, we've seen this problem before. Maybe it will take a few minutes. Okay, let's check our NIC card. Yep, and let's see if it's applied the policies or not. Yeah, it does not apply the policy. Okay, so we selected default. What we need to do, just let me quickly check. That is fine. Yep, this is our network security group, and it says none here, as you can see. So let me go choose basic. Yep, that's done. And if I go to my network security group and look for basic and add that inbound rule for all traffic, and priority, you're going to keep it as 100 and allow all and add. Just going to wait for a second. Okay, that's done. And if I click refresh, you will see it should come up now. Okay, while it's doing it, let's check our load balancer. So load balancer we have selected, if you remember. So this is our front. Let me minimize this. This is our front end IP address. Back end pools are 2 machines which we have selected. Just gonna wait for another few minutes. It should be up in a minute. And then inbound rule, load balancer rule is there. Okay, so that's all good. Let's quickly check. Should not take that long, but let's wait. Okay, this is our 2 instance. Just give me a minute. Yeah, it just took its time and it just came up. I haven't made any change, so here we go. So our load balancer front end address through which we can able to use our Apache server. So I think that's pretty much it. We cover everything which we're supposed to be covering in this lecture. So we done scale set. We created a VM, we captured the image of that VM. Then using that captured image, we created scale set and launched 2 machines and also configure the load balancer in front. So by using the load balancer, we can able to access that Apache server. Okay, thanks for watching and I will see you in another video. Bye for now.